You know, it's crazy in this game of life that we have a negative connotation to the word failure. When in all actuality, failure is a key component to this thing that we call success. You see, in life, you never really fail at anything. Because if you keep at it, it's just going to lead to your future success. That's what today's episode is all about. Failure is success. And joining me on the show today is a very special guest and also my friend, promoter and manager, Mr. Kendrick Washington. And also coming to shut the stage down on Barz in the Booth, also my brother, AIC all day, Mr. Riaga. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, my name is Wise, and this is the LikeMinds podcast. Roll the clip.
Bring the chorus in.
Keep on shining.
Yo, what's up, people? It is your boy Wise reporting live, and this is the LikeMinds podcast, the show all about elevation, motivation, and inspiration for your mental. Now, to my left, I have an incredible special guest, Mr. Kendrick Washington. What's up, my boy?
What's up, brother?
How you doing?
Man, living the dream every day, man.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Look, I'm just happy to have you here. Thank you for tuning in. You know, I'm sorry, just coming in.
I appreciate it.
And I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for our friendship. I'm grateful for the things that we have accomplished together and even separately. And I wish you nothing but blessings. And I'm giving you your flowers while you in this flesh and while you in this body. So
Appreciate it, brother.
all
I really
day.
appreciate that.
For real.
Thanks,
So
thanks.
today's episode, man, is all about failure.
Yeah.
And how it's actually a successful tool. that's the
Very
crazy part.
successful.
Tell me what your definition of failure is.
My definition of failure would be more so of trial and error. A hypothesis that is, we are working on a consistent hypothesis every time. Like, it might work, and if it don't, well, let's go back to the drawing board and figure out how we can make it.
And that's the risk. That's the risk, right, of doing something over and over and over again. Some people want to quit after like the first or second time.
Oh, yeah.
People don't understand, like that's literally this the tipping point. You're not even touching the surface when you fail. Barely. It's like you're not even doing it at all. So for you, right, and how you view failure, what have you failed at?
Oh, man, a lot.
And what key lessons have you learned from your failures, you know?
I feel like I remember the first time that it really hit me.
Mm-hmm.
I was in football in high school. And I got my spot taken. My spot taken. And it took me about a week and a half to get it back. But every day, in that meantime, in between time, I worked hard. I practiced on things that I wouldn't usually practice on. I asked the coach, what are some things that I could work on to get better, and why he took my spot. And at the end of the day, it was like hustle. Realistically, is why he took my spot. I got too comfortable.
Tell people about that. Tell people about why it's not ever good for you to be content and even in the failure, because even in the failure, right? There's always like a certain part. I guess it's with people's mental and their capacity of like, I just failed, but that's okay. I'm about to do it. I'm about to go do it again.
Yeah.
Explain your mentality really, and how that and how that has shaped you and how you handle failure.
Well, I mean, man, to fail is sometimes great. I mean, sometimes it doesn't seem like it in the moment, but
A blessing in disguise.
Yeah, blessing in disguise for sure. Because, just like when I lost my spot, I had to do something I wouldn't usually do.
So you have to break out of your norm.
I had
you
to
have
break out of the
your
norm. I had to break out of complacency. I had to break out of being too content and comfortable. And once I did, it kind of shook up my mindset. Like, all right, well, I may have lost my spot, but in a week and a half, I got better at blocking with my right or blocking with my left.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to music aspect, like I've had some failures with like the music shows, like the showcases. But all it did was show me like where I can improve in certain aspects, whether it's running the show, curating a list, having the right things for the artist's fans to want to be a part of, like the experience. So those are some of the little things that I actually had to learn through failure over and over and over again. I would say my top learning event from failure would probably be Selection Saturdays, which was my first event. So I learned
Tell
a lot
us about
from that.
Selection. Tell us about Selection and what that was to you.
It was really just a way to try to get the homies' music played. It'd
be the simplest of explanations.
It was, and it was when we had Lincoln Street. The owner, he was, just trying to keep some flow within the building at that time, and it gave me an outlet for my friends. I was rapping. Not everybody knows that. I was still rapping actively at that time. But
you still got some bars in you?
Oh yeah, bro. I was writing some stuff the other day.
Okay.
But yeah, I was still active with them, and we were just looking for more opportunities to get our music out. So with Selection Saturdays, I was able to kind of get the right DJs, a couple of DJs together, get the people together, and be like, yo, we're just gonna spin your music all day. Local music all day. We did it for like 4 or 5 hours on the rooftop of Lincoln Street Station, and that was the start of everything. And then, years later, we're here.
That's how it goes, man. Yeah. That's how it goes. What gave you the, I guess the mindset and the inquiry even to say, man, I want to promote?
Well, it's two things.
Okay.
The homies. I had my business mind when we would talk about our music or when we would talk about where we should go. My business mind was in places that led myself and a couple of others to opportunity. And
nice.
Shout out to J Triple, but
shout out to J Triple. If you watching, sister, what's up?
She was the person who kind of initiated both things. The first initiation to me doing an event at Lincoln Street, I had told her an idea, everything I had. She was like, "Well, is that the owner?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Well, go tell him." I did, and boom, had it like literally the next day. And then the second one was when Rue Johnson, she was actually putting on interns way back in the day. And
shout out to Rue.
She sent me the initial like, hey, she's looking for interns, and I had got in, did that for like 2.5 years, and that helped me move a lot of other pieces as far as from when the test kitchen was going on, being able to plug into other people and venues and stuff. So that's kind of just the business mindset, me having that savvy and taking that with the music knowledge and collaborating it together.
Man. So, I love to hear. I love to hear because I know you're doing some major moves, and I ain't gonna lie. It brings me. It makes me think of like a story. Because I remember you reached out to me one time. I remember, and you said he was like, "Hey, yo, bro, I want you to do this show, blah blah blah." He go to details, blah blah blah. And I hit you with a question, and I forgot what the question was. You was like, "Dang, I didn't even think of that." Dude, I mess with you more.
I think it was something. I actually think it was a question about how many people you could bring because you were bringing some pieces.
Yeah.
I think it was something along
those lines.
And I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that.
I was like, yeah, yo, that's the guy right there. Just to let y'all know, I'm about my business, okay?
Facts.
Anybody that come to me know they got to come with the right information or else Wise ain't doing it.
Facts.
So just plain simple. I don't care who you are. But it's all love. It's all love at the end of the day. And I still will show up and show support, for anything and everything that you do.
Always.
Always, G. So leading into failure, right? When did you first start feeling like with the failures that you were having, it's time to give up. It's time to let this go. It's time to do something else.
True. They're usually in a very small, quick moment. And
yes, nice.
For me, it's like when I'm by myself having a drunk night or something. I'm in my feelings.
That be it. You bumping Drake too?
You know.
He got Drake
I am
playing.
a Drake head, bro. So he literally always be in the background too. And I was sitting there, and it was after, I want to say the first time it really hit me was after one of my conglomerates. I had a pretty good conglomerates. No, actually, it was after one of my Joints and Johns. Not one of my conglomerates.
Joints and Johns was fire. I ain't gonna lie, that was nice.
And it was after having a couple decent nights and stuff. And then one year I didn't really have the same success.
Mm-hmm.
And in that year I was like, man, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm done with it. And in the very small moment I had in my head to quit, I had all the energy to be like, man, I can't quit. I need to figure out a solution. I need to figure out what I can do better.
It's just crazy how God works.
You feel me?
It's crazy how God works.
And from then on, I've never really questioned the failure. From then on, it was kind of like failure. Well, what can we do from it? Because
if you always providing solutions, if you're always providing like, if you're always providing a solution to any problem, you're gonna be very valuable. You make yourself like a very valuable asset. And people don't understand that failing, you literally figure out new ways to do things, and that could potentially lead to you being over here or over here. Like has that happened to you where like you failed at one particular thing, but then you switched it and then it ended up becoming this. It ended up becoming this whole separate entity over here. Like has that happened to you?
Yeah, man. I mean, realistically, 10,000 ways to find the light bulb.
And
that's how I take it.
I was about to do that for the monologue, and I thought about that, and I was like, well, I was doing some research, right? And Edison didn't really invent the light bulb. That happened in like 1812 or something like that. But he figured out he needed a new way to keep the light bulb lit for a longer amount of time. And it took him 6,000 different ingredients to find the one thing. Mm-hmm. And the one thing revolutionized and changed the way, like the reason why these lights are on.
To this day.
This is it. We in Thomas Edison's creation. Pretty much.
Honestly, bro, I would say that for that answer was when Artist Me made the transition of not failure, but to me it was a failure. I'd made that transition when I was like 24, 25.
He was like, nah, I don't want to do this. Like,
It was like, it wasn't the fun, but
that's when you should stop. And that's exactly when you stop. I tell the people all the time, if you feel like, man, I'm not having fun with this no more. Like this ain't fun no more. And I guess like to a point, it gets to that point, especially when money gets involved. Mm-hmm. When money gets involved, you be like, wait a minute, why am I in my feelings? Why they not treating me, the right way, or why they not giving me the credit I deserve? It's like, well, man, you say you want to do this professionally. Yeah. There's a lot of dope artists still in their bedrooms.
Oh yeah.
That will never do it because, like, no, I don't want to be that person.
I mean, one fail I've had, even with my events, I mean, I kind of take it hand in hand, but I mean, one of my failed events, I put $1,000 into, made $300 back, down $700.
Down $7.
Came back.
Did it again.
It wasn't as down, but then came back, and I finally did it. One of the Joints and Johns, we ended up doing 350 people down at Truth Nightclub. It was good vibes and Good Friday. Shout out to Ali Good Vibes. It was her little special night, but we ended up having a fire show, sold out night, downtown, prime time. And it just showed me that, if I would have quit years ago or
you would have never saw that. You would have never saw that.
Would have never saw it.
Never saw it.
So all I did was just pivot, man. Pivot, find a solution, see what works, and in that time, learn from what I did that I didn't pay attention to. Selective attention is a big thing with failure. You choose to see what you want.
Ooh, talk about that perspective.
Yeah.
Talk about that perspective. It's like, all right, have you ever had to even cut people off in the journey when you're trying to do this, do this thing, that's going to lead to success, especially with you being a promoter and a manager. Have you ever had to, say, hey, bro, like you're not even sharing in the same vision because you willing to quit right now. And I'm over here like, bro, yeah, we just lost a G. And you want to do this again? Like that's your immediate thought is like, yo, I want to do this.
Brought it back.
Run it back, like
run it back.
And the people be like, bro, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Like you're Delulu.
Yeah, it was
definitely
fun.
delusional.
It was definitely fun. Even grinding to get it felt different though, because when I had lost it, I was like, "Boy, I didn't need to lose that."
Boy, and now you got to figure out like,
that.
how am I gonna eat?
Bruh.
How am I go? Do I gotta go get a 4 for 4 for Wendy's tonight?
Bro, I was out there getting dollar sandwiches. It wasn't no 4 for 4. $4, bro. I get 3 sandwiches for that.
3 sandwiches for, bro. That's how it
Trying to
goes.
put it together with some cheese, some turkeys, some
you gotta do what you gotta do.
You know.
And so, man, tell me about how the transition happened for. We're kind of gonna go back and forth a little bit. But just tell me like the transition or how does it play hand in hand with promotions and managing? Like what are the similarities in it? What are the differences in it? What would you probably rather do more than the other?
Similarities wise, it can be a party. The difference is it's me and Riaga actually say this all the time. It's harder to sell an artist than it is to sell a bottle.
It is.
So
I swear.
In those differences, I try to find my median in finding the people who want to find an artist. And in the promoter world, it's just looking for somebody who wants to have fun. I got a whole bunch of stuff going on at all times, even when it's not mine.
Nice.
Helping other people around the city know what's going on. Being from here, you know, people come here, they be like, yo, where the black people at?
Aurora. You better go to Aurora. I'm telling you, if you're not from Colorado, if you want to see some black folks
in abundance,
if you're willing to go through some things, you might wanna go to Aurora.
Hit the A-Co Mall one
Yeah.
time. You're gonna see enough black people. Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
For
exactly.
Sure.
For
so
sure.
That's the difference in the dynamic. You know, people want to party versus the artists. Some people want to party with the artists.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I would rather do more though, I ain't even gonna lie, the real genuine loving person that I am, I really want to be able to be a music manager and to be able to break multiple artists from Colorado. Like the things I do, and people be like, "Why do you want to do this?" And I'm like, "Y'all don't."
That's my
know.
question. That's my question. Don't get me wrong. Like I know. And I'm definitely gonna toot my own horn. I know I'm nice out here.
He said, "I don't know."
I know I'm nice out here. But like with me, with talents like Riaga, me, and anybody else, that's on your, like just on your roster of people and all the people that and connect with, it's like it's very hard to get people on the same page, man. Here, so that's the part of it. That's the challenge, and I'm telling you to your face, you will fail.
I know.
That's the fun part.
Failed twice already.
Ain't that the fun part of it though?
Yeah,
Like you're gonna fail, but it's like, all right, it is what it is, and I'm gonna keep pushing because there's something here.
Yeah, there's no expectation to my failure though. I don't even set an expectation to it. Like if and when it does come, I'm like, all right, keep pushing.
Ooh, people get very depressed. People get very sad, very down when it comes to setting expectations.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. You should set the expectations right. You should definitely
one way or another.
Yeah. In some form, like, okay, here's my overall goal. Here's what I want to do overall.
Facts.
But like when it come down to it, I told myself, hey, okay, bet I want to do this. And then as you mentioned, like, oh damn, only 20 people showed up.
Yeah.
And then you get mad about it, and you get so like the expectations of it is you can't have any. You have to do it from a pure standpoint of love, enjoyment, satisfaction, and just gratifying. Like, hey, yo, man, dang, at least 20 people showed up. It's all about perspective.
Yeah, is it half full or half empty?
I'm a half full type of person. I'm not gonna lie. At some points, I felt like it was half empty. I remember when I did the LikeMinds event. Bruh, got the venue. The money came in for me to do it. I was happy. I was like, oh snap. And then, but by the end of it, I was like, man, like I did this and not a lot of people came, but still people came.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Better
had
than nobody showing up.
right, and I actually got paid for like by the actual venue. They gave me money back, and I was like, dang. Don't get me wrong, I was definitely in the red.
Oh yeah,
I put
It'd
like,
be like that.
yeah, I'd be like put like 5-10 bands into that show.
What? Whew.
And lost.
Yeah.
And I had to get back up, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this again.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, all the people that were around me, they was like, bruh, Chris, like, yo, why? I was like, come on, bro, like for real. You just lost like a couple bands.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You ready to do it again, or you want to
Get
go
back
over
on
there?
the horse.
You ready to get back on the horse? That's the only way
is.
that you're gonna win in this thing called life. You got to get back on the horse. You actually got to keep going and keep grinding and keep winning. Because if you don't, the killer to your goals is complacency.
Yeah. I hate being complacent, bro. I'm an only child. All my life, I was outside. I was evolving. I was doing something. So for me to sit down and talk complacency in the face,
I don't like that.
Me and him don't get along.
For real, it's like why am I sitting? Like why am I sitting? Like like I need to be doing something.
I got to do something different. I feel like a piece of failure, especially to get me where I am now, is because I was willing to fail, and that helped evolve me. Whether it was mindset, situational aspects, wisdom, relationships. There's a lot of things that through failure, if I didn't take the time to get back on the horse, if I didn't take the time to figure out a solution, or even if it was like, well, it's still like 70% failure from the first 90% that I had, but now I got it down to 70. I'm gonna take a risk because 20% could be 100 people. 20%.
You know what that 20% or that $100 a pop could do? Like,
it could be make big change.
Make a little change with it.
Yeah.
And you know the goal is always to break even, right? The goal is always to break even. But man, like when you break even or make that profit, it feel like you on top of the world. It's like yo, I just made money. Like,
I probably had I probably had only three shows, especially like within the business, like probably $2,000 profits, or no, $1,000 profit margin. Okay, yeah, from what I invested in.
Got you.
So
okay.
I was like,
oh, you was up.
I was.
You was like, yo, I'm out here. I'm out here. You know, we about to go do it. We about to go take over. Definitely go buy some new shoes,
bruh. And that, I mean, but out of many times, you know, it took that much failure for me to even get there. And then once I got there, I started to see a change in what was around me. Mm-hmm. Like just in general, like I started to see the people I was around, the groups I started surrounding myself with, is because my mindset was on a I can't be defeated mindset. Even through failure, I might get knocked down, but boy, if that thing ain't count 10 and I still got 5 seconds to get up, I'm gonna get up.
Because that's what you do.
Yeah, that's a part of failure. And I used to be a chunky kid growing up. So
what?
Yeah, the mindset with me is I took the time to work out for 6 months straight, get a 6-pack, lose weight, eat healthy, right after high school. And I did it twice. Like I did it once in high school, but it was because of wrestling. And then I gained it back by my senior year, right? And then so I'm still hefty. But my mindset said, bro, you're not going to give up. You're not going to stop.
Because giving up it literally does nothing.
It doesn't.
It does nothing.
I would have still been unhealthy hefty.
I'm working on mine too, man. I got a little dad bar right now. You can't see it. I got it covered up right now.
Man, mine's a beer belly, bro. If I do crunches for 3 to 4 weeks straight, bro,
I'll get it back. Yeah, like I'll get it back. So I'm not worried.
I just gotta, keep that same mindset though. Like when I was a chunky kid and I felt defeated. Failure wasn't an option every time especially for them 6 months when I looked down and I would see my gut. And I would barely be able to do 50 crunches type thing. So that same mindset rolled over to by the time I became promoter me. Those were the nights that I related to more. Like, well, I didn't give up when I was a fat boy, so I'm not going to give up
here.
Yeah. And that's just my mindset.
I love it, bro. Look, we're going to come right back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're going to come right back with Mr. Kendrick Washington. We're going to talk more about just some things, especially the management And the management aspect, we're going to get into all the juicy stuff. We're going to figure out what you've been doing. We're going to take a quick small break and we'll be coming right back. My name is Wise, Mr. Kendrick Washington, and this is the LikeMinds podcast. We coming right back. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, people? Real quick, I just want to make sure y'all understand to like, follow, comment, share, and also hit that subscribe button down at the bottom of the screen. Also, if you want to call or text in, the number is 720-515-3685, okay? 720-515-3685. And also, if you want to email, if you want to be on the show, email us right now. The LikeMinds podcast, LikeMindsPodcast@outlook.com, okay? LikeMindsPodcast@outlook.com. That email is going to be below. That phone number is going to be below. Again, people, make sure that you are following, like, comment, share, and hit that subscribe buttons. And also turn on your push notifications so that you can get all the updates on everything that is happening with the LikeMinds podcast. My name is Wise. Until next time, peace. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. My name is Wise, and this is the LikeMinds podcast. And to my left, promoter, manager, all around good guy, Mr. Kendrick Washington. What's up, man?
What up?
What's up? We are right back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get right back into it, man. Look, worst manager and promotion experience that you had. Worst one. Like, yo, bro, like, ugh.
I would feel like my worst manager experience was when I first started, and I kind of was just like the homie manager.
Oh,
and everybody wanted me to manage them.
That's a lot of people to
and
manage.
it was like 6 or 8 niggas like, bro, you trying to manage me? I'm like, bruh, nah. I mean, it was like, yeah, but I didn't know what I was doing. So that's what made it bad, because there came down to a point to where it was like, 6 or 8 bros mad at me. Like, bro, I thought you was going to help me move. And I'm like, bro, you need some things to work.
You need some things.
Yeah.
And you can't just be like, y'all need a manager. Because a lot of people don't even understand that. When you say you need a manager, you need something to manage.
Bruh. That's what I usually tell them, bro. You got to give me
Do
something.
you have something to manage?
Give me something.
If you got one song on SoundCloud, homie, like I can't help you. I can't help you. But it's like, all right, if you got some pieces, if you already did these couple shows and you already moving,
I could get busy with it.
I can help you.
I can try. I can try. Give a little effort. That ain't that bad.
Man, so tell me then, like, what is it like? I'm sorry, let me go back, actually. What is the definition of manager to you?
Somebody who helps keep you organized, somebody who helps get you out a little bit more than what you are. It could be a lot of bit more too. But if it's a little bit more than what you are, they're doing their job. You know what I'm saying? Just to start off. So besides organization with like shows, songs, certain marketing strategies, or takes.
Okay.
Ideas, and just overall support at the end of the day.
A lot of artists don't even have that. A lot of artists don't have it, don't get it, or don't understand that you need support. Or when artists come to the table and they be like, I'm gonna do it all myself. Like, I don't need nobody. I'm gonna do it all. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you? What you mean?
You need a whole team.
You need a team, bro.
You need a whole
So
team.
you gonna do all the content by yourself. You gonna try to be the booking agent by yourself.
Yep.
You gonna try to do the contracts by yourself.
Yep.
You gonna try to book the venue by yourself. You gonna do the marketing, the promo, the district. You gonna do all that by yourself.
By yourself.
By yourself. You gonna get burnt
with no
out.
budget.
With no
With no budget. Don't get me started on that.
no budget, no money. But I'm gonna do it.
No support.
I ain't gonna lie, from like a grind type of standpoint,
you gotta start there.
Love it.
You gotta start
You
there.
gotta start there.
But if you do it consistently, I bet you we wouldn't have the same conversation.
We wouldn't, because you'd be like, oh snap, I need help.
Yeah.
I need somebody to do this.
Eventually, your lights will click as an artist. Like, okay, well, I can't do all this by myself, so I do need a little help, and that's why I say it's organization. It is helpful. It is supporting. As a manager role, it's not just. A lot of artists think it's an investment role.
It can be.
It can be.
But it just depends.
I would say most managers for sure will invest their resources and their time
More
not
than any
necessarily their money.
Yeah.
If they invest their money, it's just because you got a balanced relationship with them.
it's like I'm helping out with an artist right now. And it's like, all right, yo, okay, if you need something here, I'll charge you a few bucks just to.
Yeah. Like if I see you put in 5-6 racks, a rack, bro.
A rack? Okay, yeah, you got it. I'll slide you something.
Let me see if I can come up with a couple hundred. let
me just help you out just to get this taken care of. Or,
yeah.
Okay, cool. Like you need a banner done. Awesome. Like, you need a logo.
Like that.
Whatever the case may be. Right? Resources.
Something. Like, but other than that, it can get lost in transition.
Have you ever had like a conflict of interest while being manager and promoter at the same time?
No, I usually try to make sure they both go hand in hand. Okay. I usually try to make sure they both go hand in hand. Like, to kind of answer the second half of the question, my worst promoter experience is usually when I'm trying to be a manager. It's usually when I'm like, dang, I'm trying to get my cake and my ice cream.
You can't eat it too.
Do it. So sometimes it is a balance. I wouldn't say I've had a too bad of a promoter experience.
Okay.
Unless it does deal with artists, to be honest. Usually my party experiences ain't that bad. Like,
because it's a party.
Yeah, you might have a fight or something.
Right.
Hey,
every night, because the liquor get in the system.
It happens.
It happens.
But with the artists,
that's ego.
Bruh.
100%.
I've been in a promoter where it's not even my artist, and I'm like, yo, you wasn't on time. You didn't have this. I told your manager they were supposed to have this, and this. So you're not going on because I'm behind time, and this, and this got to get right. Yeah, we kind of behind time, but if you had your stuff straight,
then we wouldn't even been here.
And since I got to do what I got to do because we not paying you, I'll get you on the next one, bro.
Ooh. How are people? Have you had some people?
He was hot.
Oh, he was hot?
He was hot. Him and the other dude was hot. But I was like, look, I can always make it up. Like, that's one thing with me. I'm not trying to be
right. At least you give an alternative to it. At least you give solutions.
Yeah. But other than that, like, bro, I'm focused on what's at hand right now. And so realistically, my worst promoter moment was probably dealing with artists in a time where I'm like, look, this is what it is. If you can't come back to me or have your manager come back to me with a solution, or we can find a median for both of us because of what happened, and I'm the one who had to make the hard call.
Exactly.
I'm not here to please you realistically overall all the time.
You're not here to please nobody.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I try.
That's another thing.
At least serving.
I try to serve.
I try to.
Service is one thing. Pleasing, nah, I don't know.
If the service is great, you might be pleased, but the service wasn't so hot, bro. Wasn't so pleased. But
exactly.
Other than that, like, I still, am trying to reach out. Still with that situation to try to make a median, to try to find a median,
okay,
to help what solution I had to do in the moment. Like, I found a solution, didn't help everybody though,
and you're not going to. That's the thing with, especially just in your field of being a promoter and manager. Like, everybody gonna want to come to you, and it is your, especially if it's your client. You got a contract on them. You know what I'm saying? Olet, it's the game. Riaga, that makes sense because, hey, that's my actual man. He's on a contract. This is my client.
I gotta make it happen.
I gotta make it happen because if he say it, I gotta make it happen. There is no.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But if it's like somebody else and you're only a part of like the promotional aspect of it, you're like, hey, bro, we told you to do this. Put it on flash drive. Make sure it's a WAV file. Blah blah blah. We told you, and that's like the hard call as a promoter. That I know that sometimes you probably don't like. You be like, man,
it's
like, and it could be your own homie. Be like, bro, like, we go back since 5th grade.
I know, but the way the solutions stand out, I know.
Yeah,
I got you later.
Yeah,
I just hope they trust me. That's all I can do.
Yeah, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. Tell me what you're doing now, man. Like, what is up for you now? What you got going on from the management side and the promotional side? Because you told me some stuff off camera.
Yeah.
But so I'm gonna let you lead with it. Where would you like to go first? Because you said RM3.
Yeah.
And then you said some things.
RM3 is about to get dissolved.
Okay.
It's about to create a new company.
Nice.
It happens. It happens a lot.
It happens.
I just I learned a lot more business in the years of me having RM3, that I'm creating still a management company, not necessarily specific towards music, But it's going to be in the entertainment industry.
Elaborate. You can't.
So
tell me a little bit.
Yeah, I can tell you a little bit. Creative Minds is going to be the business.
Okay.
It's going to be Creative Minds Management. And it will be managing all of the creators. Like that's.
Oh, you about to get it in?
Yeah. So I've been doing just over the years, picking up on certain things, having more than just artists ask me to manage them. I'm setting my foot with the Face ENT on the promoter side and Kush alumni to have a lot more resources.
I heard about Kush alumni a lot.
Yeah.
There was a lady. There's an African lady. I forgot her name, but I know she's associated with it in some way, shape, or form. But nonetheless, so you're making moves and you want to be a manager for all these creatives.
Yeah, just in general, man. It's fun.
It's okay. So I gotta ask you. What do you think is like the likelihood? I hate to put in this term, but please don't take it out of context.
Nah.
What do you think is the likelihood that you'll be successful or that you will fail a lot? Do you know? Like,
I know I'm gonna fail a lot for sure.
For sure. Okay.
For sure.
As long as you fail forward.
My goal, fail forward, and that's my goal with this. More so, is because I'm tired, and especially me being a box state baby. Being an A-Cope baby.
Yes, sir.
Boy, if they look over our state one more time and we got all this talent, we are the 49ers of music and entertainment, if you ask me. I mean, with certain parts of entertainment. But for the most part,
you good.
For the most part, we are the 49ers. We have a lot of gold here, a lot of value, a lot of, people who are just a couple things away. And those couple things, I feel like, that's what I'm working on bringing here. A lot of people don't bring what we need here, and that's my biggest thing is to bring them here.
Why do you think people don't bring stuff here? I have my own reasons. We can get into it, but no, I mean, I know why. I got my reasons why I think people don't bring stuff here. But what do you think? Is there like some key reasons why Colorado doesn't get the love that it's supposed to get?
The lack of, whether that be knowledge, whether that be resources, whether that be connections, whether that be the abundance of music that we have is ridiculous. In different genres, music's opinionated. So when it comes to that,
it's very
like,
subjective.
bro, there's billions of people on this earth. You mean to tell me we keep getting overlooked for some just because we got mountains and bruh, get out of here.
I'm gonna tell you mine.
Why you think?
I think it's because you said lack of, right? I'm gonna expound on that. I think it's lack of business knowledge.
Oh, that for sure too.
Lack of business knowledge. When people get mad that I actually want to present a contract in front of them. People get mad when I say, here's the price. And it's not, and I'm saying that because like from a standpoint of mixing, because I have a bachelor's degree, right? And shout out to my boy Riaga, AIC fam all day. He already, and that's definitely gonna be an episode. But like we went to the same school, so we got the same degree and all that, right? But when we say, okay, we actually mix.
Yeah.
We actually actually mix.
Do that.
We had a degree. And we went to school and then we went out in the field to do some interning in order to get accredited to get the degree. So when I tell people, hey, this is the price, like, come on, bro, like what you mean? Like, yo, like can you do this? Like I'm like,
you don't do that to them Cali fools.
You don't do You
don't do that to them Atlanta fools.
You know why? And I also believe that just to kind of correlate a little bit, it's also because of there's not a track record.
You want to know what's crazy?
There's no track record of success here.
I'm the person trying to set a lot of these track records. Like, well,
talk your ish.
Well, on my side, I tried to establish in my eyes, it looks like credit, especially with artists.
Yep.
You got a line of credit. Your line of credit is going to get you certain things allotted on credit.
Yes.
The less amount of credit that you have, whether you put into a show or you put into an event, and whether that be you just show up, you holler at me, you let me know, you communicate with me, hey, bro, I'm pulling up. I didn't see you at 3 events. I got you on the 4th one. There's an allotted credit. And that track record with me, could I actually write this down?
There you go.
This down. I be trying to. And not like a good list, bad list type thing. Because there is an allotted credit to where certain artists, they're like, oh, I put in time. And I'm like, you could put in time for something that doesn't amount to
You know how much
what
time
you're looking for.
you could literally put in time.
Yeah.
And it's not something that you even need or something that was even necessary. It's not something that you may not even want.
That's usually what it is. It's like you didn't even know if you wanted or needed this. You just did it.
Because somebody else did it.
And that don't help.
And that be like that'd be one of the key things. I'm like, bro, did you do your research?
Most of them don't. Shout out to Riaga. He actually does some research.
Shout out to Riaga, bro. He stayed doing research.
And since I was, I call him Sensei because he was one of the people. Him and J Triple helped me rap when I was trash in the basement. Moaning in the mic.
You was moaning in the mic?
Oh, Doughboy was different.
Oh my gosh,
bro. There's a lot of extra little stories with that, but
oh man, we go hold that. We go off camera. I got you. We gonna go into it. But
yeah, no, that's it.
Tell me, man, like what from the I guess you just talk from the management side.
Yeah.
Give me promotion side. Like what's going on? What's going on from the promotional side that you can give out? That you
I was
can.
about to say there's a lot of stuff I can't even say.
Oh dang! Okay.
I know, which is great. Honestly,
that's great.
Yeah, it's honestly, because I double back. Top of next year or something, it's gonna be a whole different conversation.
Yes.
But working tough with AEG, working on building my street team and my promoter business bigger. I actually have a lot of people that hit me up, whether it's a week in state or out of state, or what's going on in the city. So to stay consistent with that across the board, whether it's with my company, other companies, people want to know what's going on in the city. So the promoter in me is working on building an empire that we don't have here.
We don't have.
We don't.
I can't wait. I can't wait to go to the Grammys and be right there.
Hey, well, I brought all the promo stuff back from Atlanta, bro. I went to Atlanta one day, one year with I think I first went with Hanzo.
Okay.
And shout out to Hanzo the Phantom. We was out there, bro, thugging it, and every corner I seen, I think it was like that would have been 2017, 2018. Every corner I'm hitting, I'm seeing poster after poster, and I see this dude out there getting it. Bro, I got a couple designs from him, but a couple like campaigns from him, but I seen him out there getting it, and I just asked him, I was like, bro, who do you do this for? He was like, oh, this is my business. All the people from around the city, and he was putting up some stuff for 2 Chainz and Jeezy.
Nice.
Because they was about to be performing that week or something like that. And Megan Thee Stallion, because he got hit by A3C to do the Sprite thing for Megan Thee Stallion too. So he was out there promoting, hitting poles and stuff. And he told me, he said, bro, it ain't nothing but just to hit the people, they give you the flyers, and you do what you say you're going to do. And, bro, it ain't been nothing but up since then.
That's crazy how simple that sounds.
It's actually hard when you're doing it.
Yeah,
but
he corrected me real quick.
The simplicity,
the simplicity
be able to, like, it really is that simple. Like the physicality of doing it. But if I had a team of 10 to 15 teamers, first off, we all getting paid. All of us. I'm not getting paid when it's just me or a couple other people. Like, we all getting paid, but like, it's not just me. I have to do the business aspects. I got to pay myself through the business.
Right, exactly.
Gotta keep it. So I understand the business aspect, but when it comes down to like when you got 10, 15 people trying to do it though, bruh. And there's a couple other back end things I'm working on trying to get the city of Denver to hear me, but we'll see how that goes.
And I know that you're gonna get there. I already know that you're gonna get there. It's already in God's time. It's already in God's plan. So all you gotta do is just stay the course.
Yeah, and execute.
That's another one.
And execute.
That word right there.
Well, I can get there. He gonna get me.
He gonna get you there.
But if I don't execute,
it's gonna be going down the drain if you don't. But I know that's not even the case with you because you have a different mentality than a lot of people.
I appreciate that.
And I can't wait to support you in more endeavors and more business and work with you in more things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know we haven't worked with each other a lot, but definitely
more to come.
It's more to come. I already know it's coming. Look, ladies and gentlemen, Kendrick Washington, man. First of all, before we even bail out, top, I guess 5 for each category, right? Do's and don'ts of a manager and a promoter for the future ones that want to be, a manager or promoter in that aspect, and they looking at you like, man, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Top 5 do's, I would say, do take the bull by the horns.
Okay.
Have excellent communication.
Mm-hmm.
Even when your artists don't want to communicate.
Boy, that patience.
Be a great listener. Because sometimes they don't know what they want. But if you listen to them, you can pinpoint and piece
they kind of tell you in like spurts and like little phrases.
Yeah.
And like, this is what you
piece
really
it
want.
together.
Got you.
And then what's that? 4?
I think it's 4.
The last one I would probably say is really be aware of who you're managing. Because if you don't know who you got, you are not gonna know where you can put them, what to do with them, where you can take them. Is this the right door? Is this not the right door?
Image,
knowing who you have,
likeness,
image,
all that plays a part. Marketing,
everything. So that would be the top 5 do's of being a manager. Top 5 do's of being a promoter.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in their face so much they have no choice but to respect it. I don't care if you posting 1,000 times a day at Instagram.
Bro, I used to do that. I used to do that, and people say, "Yo, like you spamming." I'm like, "Bro, I'm promoting. What you mean? I'm over here." I was like, "Thank you."
Don't follow me.
Don't follow me then. There you go. You can easily hit the unfollow button. You ain't gotta look at none of my stuff again.
Yeah, no.
But some people like to look.
Some people like to be looky-loos, bro. That's why you on my page, bro. Either like it or don't, or look to see if it fits you or don't.
If it don't, cool.
Yeah, if it don't,
fast forward.
Yeah. So that another do I would probably say is don't be one-sided. Like as in the urban culture, for sure.
Especially.
Bruh, I mess with everybody. Rock, R&B,
that's how you
country.
I ain't gonna lie, that's how you get the bag. You get that
EDM,
that pop in that country bag.
Country. Especially out here.
Especially.
Don't be one-sided. 3 more, I would probably say work on building a team.
It's
be
essential.
Open to working with other people. Like, even when it is not you, you may have, like, for instance, you may have to pay to get on with somebody who's a bigger promoter, but if all you call it, that's marketing.
I'll pay to get on. Like as an artist, I'll pay to get on the show, but it gotta make sense. It gotta make sense.
Gotta make sense.
I tell everybody, I don't care who you is, I don't care how long I know, it gotta make sense.
It gotta make sense. But if you're not rebuttaling or bringing something to me to try to see if it makes sense or help it make sense,
right? Mm-hmm.
Then most people are gonna say no, or it's gonna be an outrageous price, and they're gonna see if you pay it.
Oh yeah,
and that's the crazy part. Like
people love to test. Like people
love to test.
People don't love to test. They be like, let me throw this in there just to see if he gonna fall for it.
And if you do, I might give you a little more, but it wasn't obligated because there's usually a thin line. So I would say, and then the last do I would say for the promoters is keep your antennas up. Don't get finessed. Don't get finessed. You will get finessed
all day, every day. That's just the business of being in music, especially in music. Especially if you're a new person or a newcomer, you don't know what you're gonna get finessed if you don't know. Luckily, you got some good people in your corner, and they'll be able to, hey, bro, that dude or that person, that's not them. Don't do that.
And realistically, if I had to kind of like double it up for both of them, for the promoter and the music manager, I would say build your own fan base. Like my promoter Kenny has a whole different fan base than manager Kenny. Like way 2 different things, and that is very important because it does, like, when there's sometimes where I see both of them come together. Like I'll have a whole bunch of artists pull up to an event and a whole bunch of patrons, is what I call them, regular patrons, pull up. But when it's that mix, or when it's like, the DJs, the artists, promoters, and the patrons, it's like, oh, okay. Now the best of both of my worlds are coming together. So it does help, and that adds value to a lot of extra things too.
Love it. Yeah. Love it. Jeez. I got one more question for you.
For sure.
And then we're definitely going to get to Barz in the booth, which my boy Riaga about to come through and just shut it down. Y'all just stop playing with my man. So so look, final question for you for the day, man.
Yeah.
Do you believe that you are successful?
Oh, bro, every day that I wake up, God given, and take this breath, I know I'm successful, bro. This is music. When I couldn't rap, like I said, when I couldn't rap in the basement, and then I got better, and then from me getting better, I got a little bit more better. And then from there, I learned some of the back end stuff. Like I own 2 songs. Me and J Triple own a song, and I own a song by myself. You know, the business aspect, that all led me to here talking to you, you know, realistically, being able to talk about 2 different things, but they're so close together. So I would say, bruh, success is what you take it and what you make it. Perception.
Talk to him.
Every day I wake up and I'm smiling. I got a chance to do something better or do something right that I didn't do right yesterday, whether that be personally or business-wise. That's my goal, is to get better. That's my goal, is to be genuine about growing, being genuine about, you know, the services and the connections and stuff that I do. And I feel like every day, bro, I quit UPS, $150,000 a year to do this in June because it was talking to me.
150,000?
150 a year. 150 a year. Check the news. Threw me off. But
to do that, but
I was depressed. I was in that truck with it beeping, bro. Bank account was cool, all that, but it was just.
That's the crazy part. You like, you know, like when you get it, when you like,
Right.
nah, all right, cool, I'm steady, I'm good, I'm straight, but something don't fit right in your spirit.
Bro, and I'm not the one. I have no major responsibilities besides myself. No kids, no girl, no nothing like that. Besides these businesses and the people I have around me that I built this with, that's my responsibility. So I've been taking that serious, and as long as I have these things in front of me and I have the breath to wake up and do it every day, I'm successful off back.
Failure is success.
Every day.
And you have failed a lot, and you're going to continue to fail. That's the
Yep.
beauty of it.
That's
Like,
the beauty.
That's the beauty of it. Like, we're going to fail
It don't
in
stop.
life, and we have to continue to understand that we are going to fail over and over and over and over and over. The true failure is when you stop. The true failure
Facts.
is when you quit.
Facts.
You never really fail. You just learn lessons.
You learn a lesson. A little quick
You
solution.
know, a quick solution, and then you move forward. Mr. Kendrick Washington, let people know where they can find you. All the socials. Just go ahead and shout it out. You know, to this main camera right here.
Yeah. Shoot, on Instagram you can find me UKTheAR.
Okay.
I'm working on my A&R skills. Shout out to Abgram. He the one who dialed me that.
Shout out to the boy Av.
And on pretty much everything else, you can find me either Kendrick Washington or Uncle Kenny.
I like Uncle Kenny. Uncle Kenny.
Yeah, Uncle Kenny. I got 20-something god kids.
That's a lot.
Hey, the homies, they just
You got an
kept doing
all-star
it.
team plus the backup all-star
Plus
team.
the backup, bro. I got 2 teams, bro.
You got 2 teams out here. They be out here
Yeah.
getting in the league. All right, look, man.
Yeah,
thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you being here. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, my boy Riaga.
Oh, look.
It's the gang.
Baby.
My boy Riaga's going to come through, and he's going to tear it down. Stop
Yes, sir.
playing for the Barz in the Booth segment. Right after this, we'll be right back. My name is Wise, Mr. Kendrick Washington,
What up?
and this is the LikeMinds podcast. We'll be right back.
Be right back.
Yo, what's up, people? It is your boy Wise reporting live, and we are back with Barz in the booth. And to my right, I got my AIC fam. Stop
feel
playing with
me?
him, Mr. Riaga.
Oh, look.
It's the game.
You know what's going on, Brody.
Tell me about this.
Oh, you already know, bro. You know
What's
we
this?
coming.
What's
You
this?
coming.
I
You
know.
coming in the OLG Power Ranger gear. You know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
okay.
That's what we do. You know, we got the brand new hoodies. We got the brand new jumpsuits. You know, shout out Dizzy Customs for the custom made.
Yes,
oh,
sir.
look, it's the gang forces. You feel me? Make sure
Okay.
you tap in with Dizzy to get you right. You know what I'm saying? And the crown shades. Shout out King Black.
You
know what I'm
just
saying?
you look like a whole artist that got some millions in
Yeah,
their
my
bank
dog.
account. You are winning.
Little,
in life.
little does everybody
Little
know.
does everybody.
we're headed that way though.
We are
headed
going.
that
We
way,
on a
you
mission.
know
We
what I'm
on-
saying?
we
Yeah,
gonna stay
but
positive.
it's a new merch though, bro. You know what I'm saying? We have the hoodies popping out. We're gonna have a whole rollout and announcement for pre-sales next
Love it.
Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Coming out with the video and the song and all that stuff, bro.
I
So
love
we
the
doing
fact that you are moving in a space and God is working in you, man.
Oh,
God
thank
is
you
working
so
in your
much,
life
bro.
all day, every day, bro. And I'm proud to be your brother. I'm
Yeah,
proud
I'm
to be
proud
your
to be
friend.
your family. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
dang,
We
you know what I'm
always
saying?
got farther with love. you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
I show love love all day.
Always, Brody.
Because this is really my man, y'all.
Yeah,
I hope y'all understand. Like, this is really my man.
Bro would take book studio time at the school and just Bogart, like studio hog. You're a ball hog, studio hog. But he always wanted to win. You know what I'm saying? So we were always showing him love for that.
That's it. Yeah. Now look, brother, tell me, what song are you doing today, and also where people can find you on the social media
for sure. This is my new single coming out on all digital streaming platforms. Boomaye, recorded, mixed, mastered, and produced by yours truly, El Ray Riaga, because we self-sufficient over here.
Self-sufficient.
You know what I'm saying? We get a bag for this. You feel me?
They don't understand.
They don't understand.
But we know.
You feel me? The percentages look amazing when you do it yourself, my boy. But yeah, you can follow me on all social media platforms, El Ray Riaga, ELREYRIAGA. If you follow me on Twitter, viewers' discretion is advised.
You already know what that means. Now listen, bro. I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna get out your head. Sure. I'm gonna let you shut it down the way you do. Ladies and gentlemen, my boy Riaga. Y'all already know. It's Barz in the booth, man. Have fun. Tear it up, G.
It's good. Hoodie all the way down for this one. Man, shout out all the team Ola G, Sean Sakura, K Chief, DJ Post, you know what's going on. And shout out my pudding cup. She made the whole design from scratch. Let's get it. We locked in. Basically Riaga. So I'm in the block like I'm gonna make a be like scope on a red beam like I'm gonna kill him like do him like Ali like all in the motherland like do it all for the game like basically Riaga. So I'ma spit a plot like I'm gonna make him bleed like scope on a red beam like I'm gonna kill him like do him like Ali like all in the motherland like do it all for the look. I'm gonna kill him like Boomaye. We get sturdy when we do ballet. We big step when we do parlay. You step too soft like you do ballet. Rappers up since so that 18B, they be in the lab with the like DD. Sam Death Wish, but Jeezy's divorce. A snowman's too cold for a genie. Started up the podcast with nothing to talk about. Guessing you went to a show when you walked around. You're not important cause you want a microphone in front of you when you made a sound. I had nothing to say, that's why I spent 10 plus years with the game. Montgomery, Alabama brawl. We throw the cap and all my pull up on your way. You ain't seen a hitter before? Why you so nervous when the gun's in sight? You ain't ready for war, your Afro beats, your drums too light. My dad was a shooter in the desert, so I can put the strap up to your pelvis. It's hereditary Santa's family, make your son throw bullets to your helmet. Rappers too many bro divas, chomping at the wood like beavers. Say they gon' kill me and my dogs, but they gonna beat up when they see us. But I see it in hindsight, I get me too if I see it from my eyes. And it gets so wild, I arch to the floor as I hit it from the blind side. Look. My team is solid, the only people left me hanging with cowards. Can't cook so they get mad at the recipe when the taste was already sour. Wanna get paid, but what value do you bring to the table in an hour? You put Tommy next to a diamond, only get a season of power. I have both cultures try to step to me about what I'm doing isn't acceptably. Try to discount my ancestry, but they don't do that to anyone except for me. But I ain't bold, I just build weaponry, that's why I sold a G to the death of me. Someone tell Stephanie $500 ain't enough to take away my legacy. So I'ma spin the fly like I'm gonna make him be like scope on a red beam like I'm gonna kill him like do him like Ali like all in the motherland like do it all for the game like basically Riaga. So I'ma spin the fly like I'm gonna make him be like scope on a red beam like I'm gonna kill him like do him like Ali like all in the motherland like do it all for the game like Boomaye. Yeah, shout out Likewise Productions, LikeMinds Podcast. Bro, I'm so proud of you, G. You came from nothing, bro. You earned every single minute of this. Let's go, family. Oh, look. It's the gang.
We coming live and direct.
Yo, what's up, people? Welcome back. My name is Wise, and this is the LikeMinds Podcast. And on this segment right here, it is called Message of the Day, where we recap the episode, talk about some key points to help you and your mental be better for any endeavor that you want to do. First and foremost, I just want to give a major shout out to Mr. Kendrick Washington and also my boy Riaga for stopping through, tearing it down on that stage, and also Mr. Kendrick for giving us some great information, that's definitely needed in this world. So, to get right to it, step number 1, Stay positive. You have to understand that your mentality and your perspective on life leads to the decisions that you make. The universe has ears, and it is always watching. Okay? Stay positive. Stay the course. It's going to happen. You just have to keep going at it. Again, that's what this episode is all about. Failure is success. You have to keep going. Are you going to look at it from a perspective of half empty or half full? Stay positive. Step number 2, analyze the situation. How else are you going to know how you failed unless you look at the things that were the failure in it, within the situation itself? You have to look in. You have to look deep within the situation to figure out, okay, here's where things went wrong. And even when you find out what went wrong, you just find out ways to do it better. That's all that is. You're finding out new ways to be better in the craft or whatever it is that you're doing so that you can succeed in every endeavor that you want to do, in every facet that you want to do, and to a point where failures don't even occur. You have to analyze the situation. Step number 3, identify your mistakes. You can't just go blaming everybody else now. You have to look for yourself. Before you start to go out and say, this person didn't do this, that person did that, look at yourself first. And when you look at yourself and you analyze you, identify your mistakes, and you make the corrective action, I bet you'll see some more success coming your way. You'll see a more fluid transition than stumbles, roadblocks, crashes. Step number 4, and this is probably one of the most important ones right here. Re-strategize. That's the whole name of the game. Nobody's going to get it right on the first try. And if they do, more lucky than not. Re-strategize your efforts. Refocus. Okay? Go back to the drawing board and figure out, hey, what is it that I need to change here? Right? What's the big thing that I need to look at here? Or what are some small things that led up to that big thing that I need to look at? When you re-strategize your efforts, you're going to lead to a more fluid, streamlined transition, which is going to lead to a better end product, a better end goal, whatever you want to do. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wise, and this is the LikeMinds podcast. Till next time, peace. Yo, what's up, people? It is your boy Wise reporting live, and this is the LikeMinds podcast. Look, real quick. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down at the bottom. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. And also, if you want to be on the episode, email us right now. LikeMindsPodcast@outlook.com. And also, if you want to text in, that number is 720-515-3685. All are going to be down below. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button and also turn on your push notifications so that you can get all the episodes, all the updates that are happening here at the LikeMinds Podcast. The show all about inspiration, motivation, and elevation for your mental. Until next time, I'm your boy Wise. Peace.
Bring the chorus in.
Keep on